Hi, y'all. It's your girl T Speaks back with another question from a viewer. I want to thank you all so much just for the love and the support on my channel. It's already growing. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers by June 1st. So help me do that by just clicking the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And I thank you so much in advance for your support. So here's the question. As I prepare my own venture, some people I am close to are a bit resistant. I've shared my reasoning why I feel this move is what I want to do and how I believe it will help me grow and experience the world in the way I desire to do so. However, my sister seems apprehensive. She says she is supportive and just wants me to be happy, but every time we discuss it, she gives me this impression that she does not want me to go. We're very close, so moving away from her will be hard, but I feel it would be worthwhile for my life. I just struggle a bit with feeling guilty for leaving people who are important to me and I am important to them. Have you ever crossed this bridge before? The selfish side of me says it is my life and I will regret not knowing what could have been, but I care about these people and do not want to hurt them. I understand you're probably busy, so no rush on any advice you are willing to provide, whether it be in an upcoming videos or an email reply. I would be grateful. Thank you so much, just for the email and just for thinking of me and just being brave enough to reach out for support. I feel like that in itself, I always want to start there. I always want to start with kudos to everyone who reaches out for support. It takes the will of God for me to ask for help. And so I know what it feels like to be in a space where you don't know where to go and you don't know how to handle, you know, relationship stuff. Um, I will say, I gotta get comfortable in this because I'm about to go and go in. I will say that um, you already answered your question, kind sir. You said, the selfish side of me says it is my life and I will regret not knowing what could have been, but I care about these people and do not want to hurt them. You talk about feeling guilty for leaving people who are important to you and you are important to them. Um, we just gonna take a deep breath on that one. I have crossed that bridge before, um, doing things that I know I need to do for my life. It is not easy to tell people that this is the way that you're gonna go, and you just hope and pray that they love you and they honor your journey and your wisdom, your courage to go the way that you want to go. But you also do feel some rejection if they try to shut your idea down, if they try to talk you out of it, if they make a snide remark or comment on it. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all along the way. I'm a lone wolf. I know I look fly, and I got my faculties about me, and I have wits, and I'm charismatic, and all that stuff, and and approachable. You guys like to say that I'm very kind, and I appreciate that. I'm a lone wolf. I don't. Y'all about to get another side of T Speaks. I wasn't even ready to show yet, but this is a business decision. Anytime that y'all make life moves, I want to implore y'all to depersonalize it. It's a strategy for yourself to keep you emotionally detached. It's a business decision when you decide to make certain moves on your life. I didn't know that this talk would even go this way. I thought I was gonna be on here all fluffy and happy. I didn't did my hair up. I didn't put some little jewels in my hair and stuff, and got on a, nice little shirt. But God saw it fit to get me into business mode for a reason. So whoever is listening to this, the message is for you, including the viewer who sent in the question. Get into a business mindset to depersonalize and detach the emotions. It's already gonna be hard enough as it is, just with your own self, just with all the moving parts that you have rolling up and down inside of yourself, all the thoughts and the mind and the mindfulness and the chitter chatter and the anxiety of doing things. You know what I'm saying? That I mean, let's be honest. We don't even like to do half the stuff that we do. I don't like putting on makeup. I didn't feel like I wanted to I didn't like packing my stuff to move. I didn't like telling people, that I was getting ready to move. As a matter of fact, I had to get self-disclosure. I had to get some counseling on how to tell people I'm getting ready to move because I was waiting to the last minute and looking in these people's eyes every day, coworkers, gym buddies, friends, local friends. I'm looking at them and they're like, "So what's going on with you? What's up in your world?" And I'm like, "Girl, nothing. Lying, 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 lying." Like, actually, I've been up since 5:30, packing my stuff, going through my boxes, figuring out what I'm going to give to the Goodwill, figuring out how I'm going to make this big ass life transition from California, y'all see the map behind me, to Texas. But I lied because I was afraid. I was afraid. And I had to get counseling on how to tell people that I was getting ready to make a decision in my life. I had already made a decision that I was getting ready to pull the trigger on staying in California. And so I didn't tell most people till up to 2 weeks. A shame. I feel bad about it even talking about it. But I feel your anxiety, sir, in the email, which is why I'm honing in on my own feelings to let you know my thought process, what I feel like, what I went through, the emotionality behind it. And when I felt like I was unable to handle the burden of the emotions, because all of it is childhood trauma. I'm a social worker. I hate giving y'all all my business, but I have a background in social work. And I just say that because some people will try to use it against you later on, but whatever, let that be what it is. And so my nature is to always be unpacking what is the root? Why am I afraid of this move? Why am I afraid to take action on my life? What is behind this? This gutter visceral anxiety and guilt and angst. And most of it is because of childhood trauma. Most of it is because not all the time, but most of the time, it's because of my fear of abandonment issues. It's because of my attachment issues. It takes me a long time to attach to people. And when I have you in my heart, you have definitely super glued yourself into my heart. Like there will never be a day where you will not in my heart once I allow you in there. And so to wrap it back to you, sir, I really understand how you feel guilty for leaving people who are important to you and that you are important to them, because we do all need each other to go. But like I said, if God or your higher power or your inner self or your inner being is calling you to a new place, you have to answer that call. You have to answer it. You will not rest. You will not rest until you answer that call. That's what life is about. It's about hearing the call of the wild and then packing your stuff, getting your tools, and your machete and your little, your water pack and your little sleeping bag, and sauntering about into the wilderness and going after the call of life. That's what life is about. That's what makes us go. You know what I'm saying? You should feel guilty about it because it means you're a human. How do you, I wouldn't say combat it, but how do you, no, I wouldn't even say neutralize it. How do you take the sting off of your feelings? You put yourself into a business mindset. You pan back on your life. Zoom out. I do it all the time. Zoom out and think about how you want to be and what you want to look like and who you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. God willing, when you are in your 70s and 80s. Do you want to say, you know, I held myself back because so and so didn't want me to go, and I should have gone because I could have had that opportunity over there, but I'll never know. You don't want to offer yourself that when you're 70 and 80. You want to offer yourself the feeling of accomplishment. You want to offer yourself the feeling of, you know what, I did do that and it sucked that I had to leave. Military people do it all the time. It's a business decision. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle to do and go and be where you want to do, go and be. It's a lifestyle, and it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's personal, but it's nothing personal. You have to go and do what you want to do. It's not an option, or you will not be happy with yourself. You will not be able to look yourself in the mirror and feel confident. And the only way you get out of them feelings, and you get out of like the emotionality of your sister, you get out of the emotionality of your friends and your immediate surroundings and the anxiety behind the what ifs. Because once you start crossing through that Oregon Trail, y'all remember Oregon Trail when we was in 6th grade? Once you start going through that path, you're going to see some stuff that might scare you. You may see some stuff that might make you feel good inside, happy, joyful. You may see some stuff that be like, I never even knew this existed. And that in itself could be scary. You have to challenge yourself. That's what life is about. You have to challenge yourself. But the way to get away from all of that happening, the emotions of you, the emotions of the what ifs, the emotions of your sister and your immediate family and friends and circle and livelihood that you got going on where you're at right now, put it in a business mindset. Put yourself in a business mindset. If we don't grow, we don't go. We are by nature supposed to be growing. Your sister seems apprehensive. How can you guys, God is really putting on my heart to talk about the emotional preparation behind moving more so than the packing and the taskmaster of packing and all that crap and getting the U-Haul together and the financial aspect of it. The emotional part of it is, how can y'all as a family emotionally prepare for your send off in a way that is positive, in a way that supports your journey, in a way where they don't feel abandoned and you don't feel like you are abandoning them? Do y'all need to write down pros and cons of you leaving? Do y'all need to write down, and we already talked about all the pros, you're leaving, it is what it is. And do y'all need to talk about any business situations? Do y'all have money tied up with each other? Do y'all have, do you have nieces and nephews that you have to that you could be financially responsible for. You could be, picking them up from school and helping them with this and this and that and running errands and soccer practice and all that good stuff. Like, does she lean on you? Does your family lean on you in an economical way? If that's the case, that's a whole nother conversation to be had. I I, I, I did not try to bury the lead. I am a lone wolf for a reason. I don't have all that baggage. I ain't calling it baggage in a bad way, but it's baggage. And even then, when I did have it, I got into my business mindset, and I was like, I'm gonna be damned if I do and damned if I don't do this. Y'all as in the family, y'all not paying my bills. When's the last time y'all paid my bills? When's the last time y'all sat up and helped me write a paper? When's the last time y'all sat up and helped me write my resume? When's the last? When's the last time y'all helped me cut up an avocado and shove it down my throat and tell me, no, 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 you need to eat healthy. Don't eat that McDonald's on the corner in walking distance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta play with yourself. That's how I play with myself. I look at who's around me, and I look at what they doing with their life. And if they stuck and if they look like they ain't happy in their life, I'm not even about to take advice from you. I'm considering your feelings, but your feelings are not going to keep me where I'm at. My feelings are not even going to keep me where I'm at. That probably went off on the deep end. I hope you got something from that. This whole conversation. I have crossed the bridge before. I do want you to be selfish. The selfish side of me says it is my life and I will regret not knowing what could have been. You will regret not knowing what could have been. But I care about these people and do not want to hurt them. You're going to hurt them if you stay because you're going to get resentful. Now we having our conversation. It took me 17 minutes. Now we having our conversation. You're going to get resentful. You're going to be like, I could have had all this life over here and I stayed here for y'all asses. At the moment the threat of you leaving wears off and y'all get into it, God, I hope I'm not overstepping my boundaries right now. In my experience, I have become resentful when I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing and I allow other people to talk me out of my blessing in my calling. I get pissed. I get pissed at them and then I get pissed at myself for not doing what I know I was supposed to be doing. I know I was supposed to be doing that when I was supposed to be doing it. But because I let my fear and my risk of rejection from them, my risk of rejection was the tolerance was so low. It was so low. I didn't have no self-confidence. I was a yes girl. I was a people pleaser. I was like, you want me to do it? How high you want me to jump? Like I was like the little like, how high? Like what can I do? Oh, you don't want me to do that? Oh, okay, I won't do that. And then convince myself that I was saving them hard feelings by not doing what I want to do because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. But what about my feelings? What about what I want for me and for my life? I know you don't want to hurt them. This isn't to bash them. This isn't to throw them under the bus. This is to remind you, you're going to have to make some hard decisions. It comes with the territory of living. And if hurting somebody else means that you get to win at life, as long as you ain't kicking no puppies and doing no bad stuff, I'm going to need you to go and hurt some feelings. It comes with the territory. Jesus hurt feelings all the time. All the time. He hurt everybody. Everybody was toe up off of Jesus walking through Nazareth. Okay? Everybody. I understand some people are a bit resistant to you leaving. You could ask yourself why, and you can try to rectify before it becomes a big blowout. Some people like to go out with a bang. I'm not a fan of going out with a bang. I don't need to burn my bridge to show you I got my own back, and I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna do what I want to do, whether you like it or not. But some people can become a bit toxic when they know you are getting ready to dip. They can become haters. They can become backbiters. They can become naysayers. They can become dream killers, which is why I'm a lone wolf. I don't tell people my business. I don't tell people when I'm about to make moves until that ball is already rolling. And then I'll deal with the emotionality of it. But in the meantime, we stay in our business mindset to protect us from all of that. There's going to be resistance. There's already resistance everywhere. That's how you know you're in the sweet spot, when there's resistance. What you think we lift weights without having some resistance? We don't build muscle without having some resistance. Some resistance. Women don't get stretch marks from carrying a child for 9-10 months without some resistance. That's the skin resisting. That's the skin stretching, baby. That's all you're doing is stretching. That's all this is stretching. Maybe they are resistant because they see something in you that they wish they had in themselves. Man, if I had a hoop, I would stop the video and y'all would see me shooting a 3-pointer. Maybe they are resistant because they see something in you and they're jealous. I've shared my reasoning why I feel this move is what I want to do and how I believe it will help me grow and experience the world in the way I desire to do so. Your choice. Your eyes close at night and you go to sleep in your mind and in your body. Where do you want to go to sleep? Because if you let somebody manipulate you into staying somewhere you don't really want to be, you're going to go to sleep in torture, honey bun. Every night. Every night. We need leaders like you. We need people who are brave enough to go against I wouldn't even call it the system, but the normal way of staying right here and doing this all day, every day for 40 years and then retiring and then dying. We need people like you who are willing to say, I love you, sister. I love you, brother. I love you, cousin, auntie, friends, and family, and coworkers. I am going to do what I need to do for me, regardless if you support it or not. I pray that you support it. I do. But if you don't, I will still be okay. Because I'm okay with me. Because my decision is made. She says she's supportive and just wants me to be happy, but every time we discuss it, she gives me the impression that she does not want me to go. I keep flipping and flopping from, is she being aggressively jealous or fear or just afraid or attachment? Does she have attachment, a fear of abandonment going on? All that is, both is very natural, but if it's more so on the fear of abandonment as opposed to she's just not wanting you to go and get your life because she's just kind of bitter with her own life, which I'm not really reading that because I think he would have said something like that. Sounds like you guys have a great relationship because you even shared that you wanted to, talk to her about it, but about the move, and you've talked about it. You guys discuss it. It's not an argument. If it's just attachment, then y'all can sit and y'all can really plan out emotionally what it's going to look like, how y'all will keep in touch with each other. Do you need to set aside, you or her need to set aside an account and put $25 a paycheck in that account until y'all reach $600 and then one of y'all visits each other in person? Man, that's hella tight. That's a good plan. And do y'all need to FaceTime once a week until the until the readjustment period is solidified enough where there's, enough new ground that y'all can not have so much contact, it still feel connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all great. It's all good stuff. My thing is, I don't want you to stop your life because somebody else wants you to stop your life. That's me talking though, because I stopped my life before a few times for other people. And when I say it made me an angry, bitter black woman, it made me an angry, bitter black woman. I was quite enraged. Quite enraged. And when I started doing what I wanted to do, and when I started and when I stopped fearing the consequences, and more fearing not doing what I wanted to do, that's when my life started opening up. That's when I really started, my psyche, my spirituality opened up. My my entire existence on this planet has magnified. I swear, sometimes it feels like I'm on Mars. It's magnified in such a great way that it's hard for me to conceptualize it. It's difficult for me to talk about it and to tell, because there's no words that I can put. The peace that I have just by knowing that I did what I wanted to do for me, that peace, like, it's going down in the books. The T speaks. If I don't do nothing else, I can get as many degrees as I want to. I can have degrees all up and down my wall. I can get as many jobs as I want to. I can write books, blogs, public speaking, fashion magazines. I can do whatever I want to do. Buy houses, go on trips, buy stuff. Buy stuff. Nothing, nothing will take away the feeling that I get from doing what I want to do for me and going after my dreams and seeing them unfold and feeling the feeling of accomplishment because I followed my heart. You cannot put a price tag on that. It's priceless. The experience that you get, the confidence that you feel in yourself, even if you don't always show it, it's in here and it's in here. And you will always, always have it. No one will be able to take it away from you. You can get to your 90-year birthday and God forbid come down with Alzheimer's and don't even remember it, and it will still be with you. Bro, it'll still be with you, the experience of living your life and doing what you want to do for you. It will still be with you. So, I don't know if this answers your question, but I quite enjoyed the process. I hope that you did. I hope that it gives you some perspective. I pray that it gives your heart peace and clarity. I'm all about team go and do what you want to do. As long as you ain't hurting nobody. Team get your life. Hashtag team get your life. I'm all about that. And I ain't saying you gotta burn bridges, and I ain't saying you gotta go out with a bang and blow stuff up like people be trying to do. And you ain't gotta stop talking to people, and you ain't gotta be that type of person. But you definitely have my full permission to go and live your life. It's quite necessary. And there's things that's going to happen along the way that you're going to be grateful that you did what you needed to do for you. And you'll always have that experience to fall back on when times get hard in life. As we know, we are going into the second full year of the raging 19. you will be grateful that you did what you had to do for you, because you're going to need that experience, that grit. You're going to need that experience and that confidence that you can take care of yourself, and not in a selfish way, but in a confident way, in a confident way, like, because it's a business decision at the end of the day. Your life is a business. Run it as such. Think about the words that I said to you on this day. I really pray that you receive it. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really like talking to y'all. Continue to send the questions to utbm.2018@gmail.com. And thank you for liking, comment, and subscribing. And I love you guys. Till next time. T Speaks. Bye.